You gonna yell it? Does it say, are you gonna yell it?
Good morning, Vietnam!
All right, good morning, Flyers Nation. Live from Albert Lee this morning on a frosty Sunday morning up here. 30 degrees with the pickup red. Becky said the wind chill was about 21. Kids had a long evening last night. They came and helped Midland start their night. They played Waldorf here at this rink, but their game didn't start till a little after 9. It's supposed to be an 8 o'clock game because all our games ran late. So we're getting started on time this morning. Nope, we're already 5 minutes late. The Winona Winhawks. Oh, we're going to do the national anthem. The national anthem. Like, get the... Anthem's been played. We're ready to start. Winona Winhawks in the Fremont Flyers. Midland does have a second game tonight this afternoon after these 4 games get done. So yeah, Midland might not be getting back to Fremont till late. Starting lineup today, Johnson in center, Munhall to the right, Roeder to the left, Mellon and Preble on D. Kern in net. Kern's faced 98 shots this weekend. Winona in the black and orange jerseys, Flyers in all white. Winona dumps it in. They're the Winhawks. Might hear me just referring to them as the Hawks. Winona from eastern Minnesota. They're a little island town on the Mississippi River, about straight east of us through Rochester. Puck out of the zone. Roeder battling, loses his footing, and Hawks gain the zone. That shot wide of the net. This line's got Vest, Carlson, and Roeder still out. Looking like Nielsen will be the next one in. Glove saved by Kern. Mason Best to take the draw. Won by the Hawks. Flyers on the weekend have only won about 43% of the faceoffs. It's kind of led to our 0-3 weekend. Carlson loses his footing, goes into the corner. Centering pass by Vest to Morris. Morris with a shot, tipped down by Nielsen and played to the back of the board. Carlson lost the puck. Picked up by the Winhawks. Over to the hashes. Held in by Morris. Back down around behind the net. Bouncing puck towards the goalie end, covered. That'll be Charleston, Ricks, and Himba. Himba, 47% win percentage on faceoffs this weekend, and a false start on the Flyers. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down. So Himba kicked out, Ricks now. Got the draw back to the D. Chipped away by the Winhawks. Here come the Winhawks with some speed. Walks it in. That one through the crease. Rick's trying to get it out of the zone. Hibma applies pressure. The puck chipped into Preble. Preble and Mellon on defense. Preble got it up to the boards. That one was on Kern, played to the side by his leg. Taken out by Hibma. Hibma into the zone, now to the face-off circle, down behind the red line, turns around, looking for a pass. Sends it up to the D-man, held it in. Oh, nope, they say it came out. The scoreboard clock runs just a little bit faster than the app clock. Had to run 2 seconds off. Johnson lost the draw. Winhawks pull it out. Get it into the zone. Nice stick check by Crackmeyer. Out of the zone by Sinclair and dumped in by Johnson. Winona at the boards, got to the hash, intercepted by Munhall, who throws it deep behind the red line. Picked up by the Winhawks, held in by Crackmeyer. Off the glass, now to the zone. It's Crackmeyer, up to the hash to Sinclair. Sinclair chips it out. And Winona coming back the other way. Long outlet pass. Couldn't be handled by Mellon. It comes down to the red line. And Preble trying to get the breakout going. Nielsen tried to get it to Carlson. A little too hard. Icing waved off. Coming near side. Mellon chips it back down. Near side corner. Winhawks out of play. Looks like mostly Winona sitting in the stands. There's a couple Flyers up in there. Most of the Flyers are standing down by the glass. Hibma to take the draw. Winhawks win it again. Get it out of the zone. They've got some speed. They stop at the face-off circle, taken away by Ricks. Ricks through the zone. Or that was Hibba. Over to the red line. Puck battle. Hibma takes it out of the zone. Winona regroups, dumps it deep into the zone. One guy as the rest of the team goes out for a line change. Charleston lost it at the blue line, picked up by Preble. Winona with some numbers, caught Fremont on the line change. A shot blocked by Kern. Played the near side corner. In the corner, Winona's able to dig it out. Centering pass, bouncing around, still in the front. That pass was dangerous by the Flyers. From the blue line, got it to the hash, intercepted by Hibma, got it to the boards. Still chipping away at the blue line. Tossed and thrown out by the Flyers, and that's going to be icing. Flyers win a draw. It's Kreckmeyer with it. Up to the point to Munhall, who gives it away to Johnson. And Johnson's got some speed. Coming in near side. Shot just went wide to the left. And Karam's all the way out to the red line. Morris's pass way behind Kreckmeyer. And it goes all the way back down behind Kern. Kreckmeyer off the boards to Johnson again. Johnson gives it to Munhall. Munhall chips it down to the red line. Back to Munhall. Munhall tried to feed Roeder, but pass was about 2 steps behind Roeder, who probably could have got a good shot off if that was on target. Now Johnson, long outlet pass. Oh, too far out in front of Carlson. The goalie played that. He could have left it for icing. Here comes Winona back the other way. Oh, good stick by Roeder. Stopped their breakout. We couldn't control it after that, though. That pass too far. Karam's behind Kern. Outlet pass. Too far out. Long outlet pass. Winona gains the zone. Walking it in. Preble's able to stop that attack. Preble looking for someone. He's going to take it himself. Got squeezed off just as he gained the zone. Down behind the red line. Near side, Winona. To Kreckmeyer. Kreckmeyer. That shot. That looked like it was going wide. I can't say wide left up here. We're still in Minnesota.
I can.
Not on a Sunday. That is blasphemy up here. Ricks to take the draw now. Wins it back to Kreckmeyer. Kreckmeyer throws that towards the goalie, but it was just a bit outside. Just a bit outside. Bob Euchre doing hockey here. That shot wide. Hibma's going to play it down around to the far side. Charleston's got to go over to the boards from the hash. Couldn't dangle through 3 guys as Winona comes away with it. Back the other way from the face-off circle. Now trying to center, but Kreckmeyer says nope. Near side to the hash to Ricks. Ricks couldn't get it out of the zone. It's bouncing around and cleared out by Charleston, who's going to ice the puck. Johnson to take the draw. Johnson's taken the most draws out of the team, the 89. It's only a 40% winnage. And Winona won that one as well. From the face-off circle, Johnson's able to get it to the blue line. Blocked shot by Johnson. Puck still out in neutral ice and dumped down deep by the Winhawks. At the foot of Preble. Johnson with a nice hit. Centering pass out in front. Couldn't be controlled by Winona. Munhall gives it to Johnson. Johnson gains the zone from the near side. Throws it behind the net. Caroms all the way around to the far side where there's only 2 black jerseys. Now Carlson with the puck. Gains his zone. Carlson stopped before he could get a shot off. Now down behind the red line. Sinclair ties up the player. Loose puck picked up by Carlson behind the net. Carlson to the face-off circle. Was trying to get it to Crackmeyer, but Winona was able to change that plan. Here comes Winona. They're going to throw it towards Kern. It was deflected off of Morris, wide. Into the corner. Pass up to the blue line, held in. Long shot, and gloved by Kern. Flyers still with only 1 shot yet. Winona sitting at 4. Face-off won by Winona. That shot deflected in by one of his own players and in. That was off of a Flyer stick. Familiar spot, trailing in the first, 4:28 to go. Now from the center, that one wide of the net. Johnson and Charleston gain the zone. 2-on-5. Centering pass out in front, bouncing around, picked up by Munhall. Munhall behind the net. Finally, Johnson comes over to help out, gets it up to Preble. Preble with a slap shot, deflected by Munhall. Tried to redirect that. Here comes the Winhawks. Mellon stops the puck briefly. Now the Winhawks, 1-on-1. That shot low. Kern plays that off to the side. Couldn't glove it cleanly, but he was able to stick it out. Bouncing around, trying to get it out. Holding. Dude had both arms around bear hug Johnson. Chipped out of the zone. Roeder had an opportunity to get it. He went away from it. Chip down in the zone. And icing. Vest, Nielsen, and Carlson. Crackmeyer and Buzzle. Vest on the draw. One by Winona. High off the glass. Oh, that hit something up there and dropped right down. Didn't keep caroming around. Pass goes to Crackmeyer. Throws it down behind the red line. And it's Vest battling. Vest comes away with it. Vest centers to, tried to get it to Carlson, but it was just off target. That shot wide of the net, comes near side. Vest going to send it back up to Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer walks it. His shot contested by the defenseman. Now Winona throws it back up. Crackmeyer stops it with his foot, throws it on net, and a body save by the goalie. Yeah, without a 98-mile-an-hour slap shot, hard to score from that spot. Flyers win the draw. Ricks crushed into the boards, so Winona takes over with the puck. Up to the blue line, held in by Preble. Still at the blue line, thrown down deep. Near side corner. Charleston throws a hit. Winona's able to clear it out. Dumps it down behind Kern. Near side. Preble can't get to it in time. Now Charleston with another hit. And a block by Hibba. Now Mellon sends it right to the D-man, but D-man sends it right to Preble. Preble tried to get it to Charleston, had his stick lifted, so he couldn't get his stick down. Back in the zone comes Winona, off a Kern stick. Near side, cleared out of the zone by Johnson. Dumped in. Preble looks over his shoulder, chips it up the boards. Johnson in a race to get the puck. At the red line still, now comes over Munhall, and Munhall drew a penalty, got hit from behind. So with 32 seconds to go in the first, Flyers will go on their first power play. This power play will feature Johnson, Charleston, Vest, Morris, and Crackmeyer. Flyers win the draw. It's Crackmeyer from the point. Crackmeyer walking it up, takes a shot. That one just off the glove wide. Picked up by Vest. Vest back up to Crackmeyer, who walks it in from the point. That shot deflected off the goalie's paddle. Vest took the shot, deflected off the paddle. Still out in front. Back to Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer over to Morris. Morris sends it to Johnson. Johnson's shot, I think he lost his footing as he was swinging. And that's going to do it for the first period. So after one, it is 1-0 Winona. Winona with 7 shots. Flyers with 4. We'll start the second period going right to left. Still on a power play, featuring Johnson, Preble, Vest, Morris, and Crackmeyer. Trailing 1-0. We still have about a minute and a half on the power play. Ooh, it's a little frosty in the rink today. Flyers win the draw. Morris with the puck, dumps it deep, down behind the goalie. High off the glass, saved by the referee, so we don't have to burn too much time trying to get it back in. Crackmeyer stood around with it a little too long, and the Winona D-man was able to chip it away. Morris gains entry and chipped out for icing. Exactly 1 minute to go on the power play. Still looking for a shot here. They win the draw. It's Crackmeyer from the point. Back to Vest. Vest walks up. Back to Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer from the point. Low. Rebound. Preble gets it to the side to Munhall. Crackmeyer from the point to Munhall. Munhall walks it in, snipes a shot, and a body save. So we'll try it again. Crackmeyer from the point, sends it down into the corner. Now Munhall trying to get it from behind. Munhall walks around, that shot stonewalled by the D-man. Now Vest from top of the face-off circle. That shot can't get through. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Up to the point with Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer down to the hash. Gets it up to Munhall. 2 seconds to go on the power play. Turnover by Munhall, and Winona at full strength. So Crackmeyer, even strength, sends one to the far side. Vest has to go get that at the point. Sends it down low. Preble playing down low. Taken by Winona. Long outlet pass, stopped by Crackmeyer at the red line. Flyers are offsides.
4 for 4 on the face-offs on the power play.
So that's the positive that comes out of the power play is we won all 4 draws, but only 1 shot, and it didn't go in the net. So we still trail by 1. Flyers win another draw. They send it right to Winona. Here comes Johnson. Johnson through the zone. No, it's Hibma. They look the same. Same height. Both have similar numbers. Odd numbers. Bouncing puck out in front. A shot and a nice save by the goalie. Now Johnson's out on the ice. Face off on the far side now. Won by the Flyers. Can't get a shot off though. Winona through the zone. Ooh, backdoor pass goes wide. Up to the blue line, held in by Winona. Now down behind the red line. Buzzle sends it near side up to the hash marks. Sinclair trying to get it out. Kern plays that off his glove blocker to the boards at the feet of Munhall. He couldn't find it as he went to the boards, and covered by Kern. Hidman back out to take the draw. And controlled by Winona. Off the boards. Ricks was able to get it to Charleston. Hidman battling. The goalie played that one over to Charleston. Now out to the center. Taken away by the Winhawks. Best to take the draw. Wins it over to Morris and taken away by the Winhawks. Winhawks from the point, bouncing, and it's going to be gloved outside the crease by Kern and frozen. So we'll try it all over again. Flyers win another draw. Morris trying to get it out of the zone. Got it up to the point, held in by the Winhawks. They send it down through the legs of Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer does a little skating, chips it up to the point, held in by the Winhawks. Comes down to the near corner. Now to the far corner. Crackmeyer getting it up to Carlson, held in at the blue line. They send it down wide of the net. Rebound shot. Trying to center off the skate of Morris from the blue line. That one goes wide. Oh, redirect. Kern was able to get it with his leg. Little chip pass. Carlson can't get it much farther than the blue line. Now Crackmeyer with Nielsen. Crackmeyer, his shot denied by the defenseman. Behind the net. And here comes the Winhawks. A 1-on-4 at the feet of Morris. Morris didn't find it, but luckily they weren't able to get a shot off. Over to Carlson. Carlson lost it at the face-off circle. Good pressure by Crackmeyer. That shot through up to the point. Turned aside by Kern. A rebound shot goes wide behind the net. Near side Morris to Nielsen at the hash mark. Take an elbow to the face mask. No call on that. Now the Winhawks. Far side drop pass. Can't get the shot off. Johnson with the puck. Johnson chips it ahead. Johnson in a foot race behind the red line. Roeder came over. Roeder lost his stick. Johnson's there, though. At the feet of Munhall. Roeder comes over. Couldn't get the puck. Now to Preble. Bouncing puck played by Roeder to Munhall. Munhall couldn't get much more after his backhand. 2 Winhawks collapsed on him. Now down to Roeder. Roeder behind the net, far side. Mellon down to Roeder. Roeder up to the point to Preble. Preble winds up, takes a low shot. That one nearly got through. The goalie falls on it. Hibma coming in for Vest. So we got Hibma, Johnson, and Munhall, Mellon, and Preble. Preble with the puck. Back down to Hibma. Hibma behind the net over to Munhall. Munhall's tied up. Johnson comes over. And Winhawks come away with the puck. Kept in by Hibma. Winhawks to the far side. Outlet pass, got through everybody. Goes down to the red line. Centering pass comes all the way to the point. That shot chipped up over the net and out of the zone. Pressure applied by Munhall. Good forecheck by the Flyers, trying to create a turnover. Winhawks able to skate through it. That shot goes off the outside of the post. Preble to the hash to Ricks. Ricks stops. Ricks near side to Preble. Preble out to Johnson. Johnson chips it ahead. Johnson dumps it in for a line change. So does Hibma. Vest, Charleston come out. Vest throws it down deep to Ricks. Back to Charleston. Charleston with a shot right to the goalie, and he dives and covers it. So we're going to take one from each on roughing.
He's only 45 seconds late on the whack, so it's close.
It'll be 5-on-5. So we'll have Vest, Sinclair, Ricks, Buzzle, and Crackmeyer. Held in by Crackmeyer. He throws it down deep into the behind the red line. Picked up by Winona. Dumped back down by Buzzle. Held in by Crackmeyer at the blue line. Walking it all the way in. That shot wide of the net. Now drop pass right to Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer in the corner. He's comes away with the puck. He had 2 guys on him. Still gets through. Crackmeyer dumps it ahead. Taken away at the hashes by Winona. Pass near side. Buzzle comes up. He throws it far to the far side. Taken by Winona. Winona outlet pass too far out in front. And it's Munhall chipping it near side. Sinclair applying pressure. It goes back to Buzzle. Buzzle can't get it out of the zone. Carlson comes over, picks it up. Carlson with some speed and dumps it down low. Gloved by Winona. Bouncing puck at the feet. Held in by Preble. Preble walks forward. That shot wide. Goes all the way over to Mellon. Winona throws that out. It's a foot race. Mellon can't get there in time. That shot on Kern as he kicks it to the corner. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson ahead to Nielsen. Back to Johnson. Johnson has Carlson beside him. Carlson's going to throw it, and a glove save. Hibma to take the draw. It's going to be from the far side. He's got Ricks and Munhall out there with him. Ricks gets it over to Mellon. Mellon couldn't play it and held by Winona now at the hash. Mellon's able to separate the puck from the player for a brief moment. Now Ricks comes over. He can't. Preble called for cross-checking. Extended his arm on his hit. Winona on the power play. Winona from the point. Nielsen applying pressure. Now down behind the red line. Morris. Taken away by Winona. Winona back up to the blue line, back to the hash. Walks it in, face-off circle, glove saved by Kern. Winona wins the draw, back up to the point. Back down to this face-off circle. They throw it through the crease, over to the near side from the blue line. Back to the center, over to the far side corner. Back to the point, held in at the blue line. Pressure applied by Charleston. Backhand shot goes over the crease, centering, and stopped by Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer with it, chips it out of the zone. Winona's going to have to regroup. Pressure applied by Charleston. Outlet pass. Winona gains the zone at the hash mark, drops it back to the center. Centering loose and covered by Kern. Hibma to take the draw. Won by the Flyers. They try to get it out of the zone, held in by Winona. Back to the hash at the feet of Mellon. Now held in at the blue line. From the point, bouncing down. Cleared out by Buzzle. Now behind the net. Stonewalled by Kern. Back to the blue line. Chick it away. Here comes Hibma. Hibma winds up. Shot. Turned away by the goalie. Hibma still with the puck. All alone. 1-on-4. Hibma still applying some pressure. Flyers are at full strength. Just under 2 minutes to go. Hibma still battling. Sends it near side. Trying to get it to Munhall. A little too far out in front of Munhall. Morris can't stop the puck. That shot on Kern. He diving around. It's still loose. Comes out in front. Now up to the point. All alone. That shot bouncing through. Stopped by Kern. Near side. Johnson backhands up to Munhall, who clears it out. And that's icing on the Flyers. Back down into the Flyer zone. Trailing 1-0. Just over a minute to go here in the second period. Tied up, played to the side by Johnson. Johnson trying to check it out. Held in at the blue line. Down to the hash at the feet of Morris. Out of the zone. Winona's got to regroup. Winona, that shot gloved by Kern. Johnson to take the draw. Taken by Winona. Now down behind the red line, centering pass, stopped by Johnson. Still bouncing around. Kern's able to turn that one to the backside. Still controlled by Winona. Winona from the hash. Throws it towards the net. It goes on the backside. Now Johnson's able to chip it up to the hash mark. Taken by Ricks. Ricks gives it back to Johnson, who lost it at the blue line. Winona, blue line shot. Deflected by Ricks. Falls all the way to the corner. Now back to the hash marks, up to the blue line. Ricks again. Gets his stick on it and clears it out. And that's going to do it for the second period. One period to play. And we're actually going to cut the ice. So we'll watch him cut the ice, and we'll return here in about 10 minutes. There we are. All right, ice has been cut. Teams haven't made their way out of the locker room yet. Pan over that way. So after 2 periods of play, we're still trailing 1-0 after a first period goal by Winona. Deflected in off of a Flyer stick. We've got 15 minutes left to play. Shots on goal. 21 shots for Winona, 7 shots for the Flyers. As Winona comes out first out of the locker rooms. Winona with only 10 skaters. They should be feeling their legs right now, but this break might help them out here in this third period. Yeah. Waiting on the referees right now. All right, the refs tell them it's time to come on the ice. All right, 15 minutes to go, trailing by 1. Starting this third period, Roeder, Johnson, Munhall, Mellon, and Preble. 15 on the clock, and we're underway here in the third. Flyers win the draw. Held at the blue line by Winona as they gain entry into the Flyer zone. Chipped back out by the Flyers at the feet of Winona from their own blue line. Through the neutral zone and in. Offsides on Winona. Starting five still on the ice. Tied up and brought into the zone by Winona. Winona from the point. That shot deflected by Preble. Behind the net. Near side corner. Now tied up behind the net. Winona in control of the puck. From behind the net. Mellon ties up the player. Got it to the hash. Still controlled by Winona. Johnson was able to deflect that to the boards. Now up to the point. Winona looking. Still controlled by Winona. Rebound shot. Denied. And Munhall threw that clear out. That dropped down. It's underneath. Puck fell underneath the bleachers here. Best to take the draw. They got a new puck. At the feet of Winona, and they come away with it. Far side blue line. Throws it towards the net. Wide of anything. Over to the far side. Nielsen chips that out of the zone. Winona rounds that up from their own face-off circle. Near side. Long outlet pass to the red line. Winona into the zone. Lost control of it. Sends it to the feet of a Flyers skater. Now up to the hash for Nielsen. Trying to get it to Morris and taken away by Winona, but chipped back out by Vest. Winona regroups from their own zone. Stopped by Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer trying to get it to Carlson. Too high for Carlson. It's dumped all the way down and icing. But to take the draw, he's also got Charleston and Ricks out there with him. Controlled by Winona. That shot, high stick. That was high stick. That was off a high stick. They're going to count that? They count it. So, trailing by 2 now. Charleston with the puck. Here comes Charleston, dumps it down low. And Winona coming back the other way. Winona throws it towards the goalie. Kern gloved that down, and the rebound cleared out. Winona from the blue line, taken out of the zone. Winona able to get it back in briefly. Now they dump it deep behind the red line. Preble dumps that down deep. Sinclair with a nice hit. Winona still controlling the puck, coming back the other way. Outlet pass to center ice and gains the zone. Face-off circle, shot contested by Johnson, bouncing around. Played to the side, back up to the blue line, thrown towards the net off of Johnson's skate. Over to the hash mark, Sinclair battling. Thrown on net, Kern turns that to the side with his leg. Crackmeyer throws it high above to Munhall, and icing. Back down to the Flyer zone. Thus to take the draw, controlled by Winona, up to the blue line and out. Winona from neutral ice, dumps it ahead, down behind the red line. Out in front, still loose, and finally rounded up by Crackmeyer. Throws it near side, trying to get it to Carlson. Too far out in front. That shot turned to the side by Kern's leg, and out of the zone. Winona regrouping from their own zone. Best applied a little bit of pressure. They were able to get it away before he could get too much on him. Dumped down deep by Winona. Carlson with a good forecheck, trying to force a turnover. Winhawks are able to get it out of the zone. Taken down by Preble. Now Preble, nice little move to the inside. Skates it over to Carlson. Carlson shot and a kick save. I think he got it onto the goalie. Preble with another nice hit. Preble starting to play angry. Ricks dumps it down deep. Near side corner, stopped by Mellon. So penalty coming up on the Flyers for a phantom hit. Here come the Winhawks on the shot, turned aside by Kern and covered. Elbowing? Are you serious? Hibma called for elbowing. You're a joke. You're a joke. .7:55 to go. Power play for Winona. Flyers trailing 2-0. Crackmeyer throws that out of the zone. That was touched. They do wave off the icing. Morris dumps it back into the Winhawk zone. I almost said Riders, like Winona Rider. Shot to Kern, and he's just going to cover that. Well, you know, the new season of Stranger Things is coming out. Said the truck driver. Former truck driver. Shot. Gloved by Kern. That might have been going wide of the net. Winona with the puck down to the red line. 1 minute to go on the power play for Winona. That looked like it bounced out, but they're not going to call offsides. That shot turned aside by Kern. That one did get out, touched by Winona. They do wave off the icing. Winona back into the zone. Drop pass to the point. Back down, centering pass. Turned aside by Vest. Picked up by Charleston. Charleston, a 2-on-1, shorthanded. Charleston's going to take a shot and a save by the goalie. Best to take the draw. Winhawks win the draw. They get it up to the blue line. Stopped by Charleston briefly. Winhawks get it into the zone. Final 5 seconds of the power play for the Winhawks. Charleston got it to the hash, up to the point. Flyers at full strength. Hibba comes onto the ice. That shot to Kern as he covers it. Winona wins the draw up to the point. Johnson with the puck. Johnson's got Carlson with him. Johnson stopped at the faceoff circle. Over to Nielsen. Nielsen fans on the pass attempt. Here come the Winhawks. Chipped out to neutral ice, near side to Mellon. Winhawks regroup in neutral ice. That shot bouncing and lobbed towards Kern as he gloves it. So 5 minutes to go, trailing by 2. Buzzle with the puck, got it to Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer ahead to Munhall. Munhall got 2 guys hit him. Puck sent over the far side. Hash, Buzzle sends that towards the net, goes wide. Mudhall rode down on the boards there by another Winhawk. Crackmeyer lost the puck behind the net, over to Ricks. Shot and a save by Kern. Right now the Winhawks are really being physical with the Flyers. Flyers are letting them just hit them, not hitting back. Gotta get the fight back in us. 3:45 to go. Up to the point, throwing back down into the corner. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Now it finally gets out. Charleston trying to fight through 4 defenders. Got it to Ricks. Ricks got it into the zone. It's still at the feet. Johnson, 3 guys just collapse on him. Here comes the Winhawks, back the other way. Shot denied by Kern. Now Rick's at the face-off circle. Over to Preble. Preble tried to get it to head to Johnson. Whoa! He waved good and then off after this team down here yelled off. What is going on? I mean, technically it was offsides, but Vest brought it into the zone to have it poke checked away and cleared out by the Winhawks. And there's a whistle. Flyers still can't get a shot off. Puck out in a neutral ice. Crackmeyer to Hibma. Hibma has it taken away at the blue line. There comes Crackmeyer. Crackmeyer stopped just before the red line and dumped into the zone by the Winhawks. Winhawks from the face-off circle, walk it down around behind the net. Now near side hash. Drops it back down behind the red line. Morris, reverse hit. So Morris dragging it up. Kern's going to come off the ice. Playing with 6 players now. No goalie! Go home!
Oh my God.
You said 6. You're so unethical. He counted 6. I'm at a loss of words. .45 seconds to go. Winona on the power play. Final 20 seconds. Winona brings it in. And that'll do it from Albert Lee. Flyers fall 2-0. Scoreboard shows 35-16, but that's way off. The Flyers end up with 9 shots again, single digits. And it'll be 34 shots for Winona. So we'll be back next week. Or no, we're off next weekend.
You are.
Thanksgiving weekend we'll be in Denver. So look for the schedule to be released again. We'll be on YouTube, and we'll see you from Denver. And as always, go Flyers. Thanks for watching.